Hi guys, this is FireWave. Welcome back to my Let's Dev series. In today's episode, we're gonna finish setting up the Outpost. So a bit of change on how I make these videos. I've actually done quite a lot since last video, and there is very much code and blueprints to show. So instead of showing everything in details, I'll explain the general concept. And if anyone is interested in knowing what exactly I did, well, just leave a comment in the video, I'll have a look at it, and I'll create a short and you'll be able to have a look at it. But anyways, let's dive in. So since last time, there are a few new things. So I stopped at adding characters to animate the little scenes. So now in the training grounds, I've got new characters with the new animations that I've imported. I showed how to import animation and retarget to the Cinti animations. I'll leave a link on what animation packs I bought and used there. So you can see if I go like this, so press F8 to navigate into your scene freely. There are basically shooters, there's like a melee guy, and there's a nun that is also a ninja. And on the other side, the garage, well, pretty much the same, just two dudes, well, one dude and a girl. The other big part I've been working on is UIs. So you can see that there are two buttons and they've been here since the start, but now if we click on it, wow, we can actually upgrade the buildings. So you can see that I've put a level building in place. So here my headquarters is level 5. To upgrade it, I need some resources, so money and stone. I can see the amount. If it's green, then all is good, I can upgrade. I've also put level requirements, level up requirements. So I've got like little checks. Walls need to be up a level 5, for example. This is the only one for now, but I could do like, you need to have characters level 10, for example. There's plenty of ideas I have in mind. And I've also got some text on what it unlocks. So for example, here, new max loot storage goes from 2000 to 2200. So if I upgrade that, I've got a little animation that displays, well, I'm getting to level 6. Great. Yes, that implies the use of resources. So if I go into Manage Base, which is again a new UI, well, I got, Resources tab. Well, it's more the storage tab, but it displays all the resources in the game and its management. Just to finish on the UI, region, well, according to the level of the headquarters, you unlock more levels, or I call them regions, so plains, wasteland, and suburbs. And something I haven't done yet is tasks, but I'm waiting to have my gameplay logic before doing these. We are going to move on to a new UI. So it's the garage. So once again, I can upgrade it. You can see that here the resources needed are much lower because it's level 1 to go to 2. And also the garage unlocks a new loot limit on expeditions. So for now, level 1, you can only bring back 50, then there'll be 100, and etc. and etc. And the vehicle management, so this is basically the garage. So you start with the bike, and then as you level up the garage, you'll be able to unlock more vehicles, a tanker, a van. A little disclaimer, these are fully AI generated images, so they're just for prototyping. I'm saying this because there'll be a subject on AI images just afterwards. To finish there, each vehicle can have a bonus. So for example, well, the default one doesn't have any. The tanker exploration timer before horde increases by 5 minutes. I'll explain that in another, when I start working on gameplay. Extra loot capacity plus 30%, and I'm probably gonna add some premium vehicles as well. So that's it for the garage. And last but not least, well, actually there's just a wall. The upgrade base button here, I'm probably gonna delete it. It doesn't really serve it anything, but there's upgrade, so you can see max build things level limit, it's basically the same as the other ones. But so last but not least is the training ground, which basically took me a hell lot of time. So upgrade is same as the others, though it unlocks the max troop level upgrade. So you can see here that level 6 we can level troops up to level 10, and I've also put a global HP boost, so as you level up the training grounds your troops gain more HPs. And so the manage troop, so there are 2 tabs, there's troop and squads. I'll start with troop. So I've got a list of troops, and so there are 4 classes: the brawlers, which are basically melee attack guys; rangers, which hits from a distance; looter, which will be troops specialized in gathering resources; and the tankers, which basically have lots of health, lots of armor, but really low damage. And as you can see, the images generated here were generated with AI, although they're not generated from scratch. So what I did is basically I moved into the scenery, and for example, for this girl, I was placing the camera like this, did a screenshot, and with the screenshot I asked AIs to say, well, I prompt AI to say, hey, apply an anim filter over the picture that I just gave you. And this actually gives you results like, well, for the girl, which is this one, the cop. I'll rename the troops as well. I don't think they really match the image. But I feel like this way of gathering images from AI, or taking screenshots and just asking the AI, hey, do that cool filter please on this images, without generating anything more, I feel like this is okay to use and leave in the final game. I'll do, of course, a disclaimer that some AI was used in the making of this game, but compared to just having an image generated from scratch without providing anything like a sketch or whatever, that's a big no. So this is basically the troops. So let me go back here, manage troops. So that's good to have troops. You can upgrade them as well. So upgrading, well, they get better stats. For example, here, going to level 2, we gain free armor. So if we upgrade, it's the same animation. I'm planning to change that in the release, but for now it's perfectly fine. So level 2, if I upgrade it again, oh, she gains 2 damage. She also gained 30 HP. I can do that as long as I got money. And level 3. So once we've gone over troops, now is squads. So squad is basically the troops you're gonna go with into raids or expeditions, as I call them. So you can see the actual squad you have in there, and you can click on the button to switch troops. So, well, if the troop is in squad, you can't select it again, but for example, I want the cop here. Oh, now I've got it. And all of this is saved into my save game system. So if I, for example, I close the game and open it up again, go here, and we find the cop, right level, and all the data is correctly placed. And so you can manage your troops and squad as such. And I've also done a need help with squad management button. Basically, when you press it, there's a pop-up that says, okay, this is how it works. You click here to switch troops. Oh yeah, this number here, 1, 2, 3, 4, is the order of the troops. So first is number 1, it will be the front line. It will be the tank, basically, which will be attacked first. If this one dies, it'll be the second, then third, then fourth. So you'll basically want to have people that can shoot far away or weak troop members at the end, and have your tanky guys at first. Plenty of ideas gameplay wise here, but I'll keep them quiet for now. And yeah, this concludes what I've been doing the past month. So just to give you an insight, I'm working like 1 hour each day on this game as a kind of way to really stress relief from work. I'm not a professional game maker. This is purely a hobby, and yeah, so since last time I made a video, I probably worked 20 hours on this game and got this far. And so the next part of the game I'm gonna do is finalize the UI for here. I'm planning to put either here down right buttons to directly access the components of the outpost instead of having to click on the buildings, just to make it more accessible. I also plan to do the button to go on expeditions, and of course the next video's main focus is going to be on making the map of the first region, so region 1, which will be the Greenland. And with that, I hope that you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to leave a comment if you want more details on specific aspect of the game I've developed. So if you want some more details on how I managed the UI, the troops, whatever, don't hesitate to ask. I'm happy to answer all of that. Leave a like if you want to. It really, well, it brings me joy when I see a like, even if 1 or 2 makes me really happy. And yeah, so with that, have a good day, guys, and I'll see you in September, as I'm gonna take a long break from computers for the next 3 weeks. Anyway, bye bye.